course, you are automatically registered with the NMC. How does that sound, guys? Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time, I'm Winnie, and this is where I share my life experiences. Welcome to my world. In today's video, I will be giving an up-to-date explanation on how to get on the MSc nursing program in the UK. Now, recall in my last video, I mentioned I'll be doing a detailed video. So here it is, guys. Please engage with this video. That's how you show me that you enjoy what I post. Over the past few weeks, I have been receiving messages and calls from people who needed information on how to get on the MSc registration program in nursing. Now, this video is to help as many people out there, so I don't have to respond personally to each and every question I get by the day. Okay, so I hope you watch this video from beginning to end so you can get all the information that you need, guys. So don't go anywhere. Stick with me, okay? First things first, the MSc pre-registration nursing program in the UK is a 2-year program. Yes, you heard me right. It's for 2 years. Am I putting up 4 fingers? It's for 2 years, guys. And within 2 years, you are taught and you graduate and you become registered with the Nursing and Midwifery Council. Now, I know a lot of international nurses coming from overseas or abroad into the UK, and then they have to sit for an exam for them to successfully register with the NMC. But that's not the case if you're UK trained. On successfully passing the course, you are automatically registered with the NMC. How does that sound, guys? So that's one pro of the program, and it only lasts for 2 years. However, there are requirements. Now, every university has their specific requirements, so I will just be picking from one university. Now, the university that I'll be using as a case study for my video this afternoon, this beautiful afternoon, by the way. Have you seen the weather? It's summer, all right? Although I think we are going to be having a wet summer, but all the same, it is summer. It's giving summer vibes. And forgive me for what I'm putting on, okay, guys? I just felt like going on with black today. Back to the topic. Now, I'll be using University of Chester as my case study for the NMC nursing program. Remember, if you're applying to other universities, always check with the university what their requirements are. First things first, I'm reading, and if you look up the screen, I would be showing you what I'm reading so you can read with me as well. It says entry requirements. Now, I'm reading for international students. You need a 2-1 degree. Remember, this is an God, what is wrong with me today? This is an MSc program, so you actually need a prior degree to get on this program. So you need a 2-1 in a degree. So you need a BSc to get on the program. Now, you are required to have maths and English as GCSE, C4, or recognized level 2 equivalent. Now, I want to believe that they are trying to say you need knowledge of maths and English. So you need to write your IELTS. I'm not sure if they accept WAEC. I don't think they actually accept WAEC or NECO for the MSc nursing. I'll be specific, nursing. I don't think they accept that. So you might have to do an IELTS if you haven't got one. Now, pre-registration nursing programs are 3 years in duration. Yeah. For you to be registered with the NMC, usually a nursing degree should take 3 years. But because this is a 2-year program, they require confirmation that you can meet the 800 hours of appropriate health-related practice prior to entry. So you need 800 clinical hours. That is what will amount to your year 1. Okay, so being on the MSc program is assumed that you are a year 2 nursing student. I hope that is clear. That is because before you get on the course, you would have showed them 800 clinical hours or health related clinical hours, which is equivalent to your first year of nursing. So you are assumed to be a second year nursing student at the beginning of the MSc program. All right. So make sure you have that hours to evidence. And this can be gotten from either working as a care worker, a support worker, working in a clinical setting, in a clinical role. You need to show them evidence. There's a portfolio you fill, but this depends also on the university. But just make sure you have these clinical hours that can be certified by someone, maybe your manager or your HR. They have to fill that form, and then you have to put some evidence, like evidence of training programs you have undergone during your time spent as a clinical worker, evidence of maybe apart from training programs, evidence of maybe your time sheets, something to show that you were working, meetings with your manager, feedback from your manager, emails that show you are working somewhere, maybe your employment letter, something to show your job description, something to show that you actually worked 800 clinical hours. So it's not just you saying, I have 800 clinical hours. You need to evidence this before you are able to get on the program. Besides these things I've mentioned, you also require a DBS. Now, DBS is like a police report, but in this case, it is done by the university themselves. They don't accept you doing yours. You also need your police clearance certificate. Yes, you need that. That one you can get from the country of your choice. Just find out from whatever country you are how to get a police clearance certificate. That certificate shows that you are of good behavior, you were not convicted of any crime, because to become a nurse, they see it as you are working in a safety related field. You're dealing with human beings, and they want to see that you're competent to deal with human beings. You have not been convicted for any crime. You don't have any questionable character. So this is what a DBS does. It's like a police report, but in this case, it is done from the UK. You fill a form, you pay, and then they do their own background findings. You have to write all the places you've lived in for the past 5 years, I think. You have to write it down. So they will do their own investigation, see if you have been convicted of any crime in these areas. But if your DBS comes out and it ticks all the boxes, then you're good to go. But also remember, even though the UK, the university, is going to be doing a DBS for you, a police report for you, you also need to have your police report from your home country. So keep that in mind. Now, for English language requirements, it states that you should have an IELTS 6.5 in English and no less than 6.0 in other bands. So for your IELTS, you must have a 6.5 in English and in other areas, not less than 6.0, or OETB in speaking, listening, reading, and a C in writing. Now, another thing that can suffice is a degree completed in the UK with a 2-2. When I got on the nursing program, I didn't need to write an IELTS. What I did instead was to submit my degree. I already have a master's in public health in the UK, so I submitted that. Of course, it is assumed that if you have been trained on a degree in the UK, you have been trained or you studied for a degree in the UK, it means your level of English is up to competence, okay? You can't successfully study for 3 years BSc program or maybe 2 years or 1 year master's program and you're not English competent. So you have to submit your certificates to them, and that will suffice for your English language requirements. So if you're within the UK or you studied in the UK in the past, you have a degree, at least a degree, or maybe a master's from a UK university, you can submit that, and then the IELTS English test will be waived for you. Okay? That is for University of Chester. So these are the requirements you need. Now, first things first, say you want to start the course. Of course, you need to do your research. Research about all the universities that offer this program and decide which is suitable for you. Now, these are factors that you might want to consider. Number one, you might want to consider the location. Consider what the cost of living is in that location. Now, if you're going to study in places like London, expect the cost of living to be on the higher side. So choose where you want to study. It's totally up to you and whatever plans you have for yourself. Okay, so these are factors you consider: the cost of living, the people that live there, the culture. Generally, UK is a welcoming place, to be fair. So consider the culture, consider the university also. How do they rank in terms of their course delivery? Okay, check for these things, do your research. Another thing you should be mindful of is the school fees. Find out what the school fees is like. Check, are there any payment plans? If there are payment plans in place, are these plans flexible? Okay, these are factors you consider. What is the deposit like? Now, I know a lot of universities, maybe their school fees, generally for nursing, school fees ranges from 14,500 to some universities 7,000, 17,500, or even 20 to 22,000 pounds. Pardon me. It depends on what university that is. So what you should be doing is checking to see if how much it costs to study in these universities. So make sure you are aware of the school fees, all right, the payment plans. Okay. And now be mindful of the way some schools advertise their programs. So universities say their school fees is 14,000. They tell you, oh, don't worry, you can pay 2,000 as deposits. And you're happy, you're paying £2,000 as deposit. Then when you come on board the course, they give you just a month or 2 months to pay up everything. You find out that you're under so much stress, especially if you had not prepared yourself before coming for the program. While some other universities may have a higher deposit, and then a more flexible payment plan, instrumental payment plan. So these are options you have to check, all right? But generally, before coming to the UK, make sure you have enough. And I mean it. Make sure you have enough, okay? You wouldn't want to come to the school and then at the end of the day, you are being chased to and fro. And at the end of the day, you are reported to the UKVI, that's the immigration. And then you are given few days to leave the country. Okay, so make sure you are fully prepared. Studying nursing, especially MSc nursing, is not cheap. Now, for University of Chester, which is my case study, the school fees for the 2024/2025 session, according to what I've read from their website, is 14,750. I don't know about other universities, so do your research. You can just type MSc adult nursing or MSc mental health nursing, whatever nursing you want to specialize in. Just type it on Google and it will bring out a number of universities. Now go through these universities one after the other and then decide which ones best suit your budget, which one best suits your preference, and make a start from there. Now, the second stop will be going to Ucas. Ucas is like an independent body that helps with gaining admission into universities in the UK. Most universities that offer the MSc nursing program would ask you to apply through Ucas. Now, Ucas is a website. Although applying through Ucas is not free, it comes with a price. I don't know what the price is now, but I think it ranges between maybe £28 to £30 or a little over £30. Now, let me put that clause and disclaimer. I'm not very sure what the price is now at the moment. So do your findings, but I will put up what the website looks like, the UCAS website, so you know where to search. Now, when you go on that website, you need to register. You fill in your information, fill in your educational history. There are lots bits of information, your equality and diversity question. Fill in everything, okay? Fill in your educational history, the certificates you have, everything. And then you'll be required to write a personal statement. The good thing about the UCAS website is that on UCAS, you can write just one personal statement, and this will be forwarded to 4 universities of your choice. So you don't have to spend so much time applying directly to each universities and trying to adapt your applications to suit each university's requirements. This is like using one stone to kill 4 birds. So you have the option of choosing 4 universities. It's just the way JAMB is. If you are in Nigeria, you know what JAMB is. They'll tell you first choice, second choice, third. That's how it is on UCAS. You have your first choice university, second choice university, third choice university, and fourth choice university. And then you write a generic personal statement. UCAS website has a guidance on how to achieve this. you're not supposed to specify in your personal statement the name of the universities, because this personal statement will be forwarded to all 4 universities you have chosen. And it wouldn't be nice to send a personal statement to a different university when you have highlighted another university in that personal statement. Every university wants to believe you are their first choice. Okay, so make it generic, but also make sure within that statement you have emphasized why you chose nursing, why you chose studying in the UK, even though you could have studied in your home country or wherever, why you studied in UK instead of other top destination sites like maybe US, Canada, Australia that people go to study. Why the UK? Make sure you emphasize that, what experience you have, what prompted you. These are the things that your personal statement should talk about. And be careful that you are not Googling personal statement or using ChatGPT. Okay, just be mindful. Make sure this statement is true to you. Let it be personal, personify it. Let it show exactly why you have chosen the course. All right. And when you've done this, you can submit your application to the 4 universities of your choice. And then all you have to do is wait back to hear from these universities. Now, this is what the application process entails. Make sure you have your documents ready, your transcripts, BSc certificates, BSc transcript from your university, your IELTS, if you'll be needing that to suffice for your test of English. Make sure you have the required fundings, okay? Make sure also you have Googled about what you need, because aside from school fees, you also need to show a proof of funds, which has to do with a specific amount of money that you need to show in your account to let the government, the UK government, know that you're able to take care of yourself and you won't be a burden to the society when you get to the UK. All right, so check what that requirement is, how much it is, so you can plan yourself ahead. Okay, you don't want to be taken unawares. Now, one good thing also that I need to highlight here, if you are applying from within the UK, you are not expected to show a proof of funds. You don't need to show funds that you can take care of yourself. Okay, you don't need any of that, because if you have lived in the UK for at least 1 year prior to you applying, okay, if you have lived in UK for at least 1 year prior to putting out your application and you are still living in the UK, meaning you're putting in your application from within the UK, you are not expected to show a proof of fund. How pleasant and lovely is that? But that doesn't automatically exempt you from your school fees or tuition fee responsibility or cost of living responsibility. So regardless of the fact that you are not expected to show a proof of fund, make sure you have enough money to take care of yourself. Okay? And then, if you have studied on a level 7 before, say you are like me and you did a master's in the UK. Now, to go on another master's in the UK, you need to show a personal statement indicating there is academic progression. Now, a lot of people might think, oh, I just do this MSc and then I go on another MSc. It's not as easy as you think. You need to tell them why, after studying on a level, you decided to pick another course on the same level. If you had done a master's degree and then you were progressing to do a PhD, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Everyone knows a PhD is higher than a master's. But to have done a master's and trying to embark on another master's, you need to justify why that is important to you and how your previous master's degree is related to the one you intend to study and how both of them align to your future goals and ambition. So this is a requirement. Before the school agrees to give you a sponsorship to come over to the UK to study or to enroll on that course, if you're already in the UK, you need to explain to them in a personal statement why you have chosen to go on another master's, which is on the same level as the one you just finished, even though they are both different courses. You need to explain how they are related to each other and how it aligns to your future goals and ambition. That's one point you need to be mindful of, okay? Now, coming to the MSc program, by the time you have applied and schools reach out to you, you need to prepare for an interview because you will be called for an interview except your application was not accepted. If your application, your personal statement looked appealing, the school will send messages to you through emails, and then you'll be asked to maybe submit your documents via email to them for them to go over. And then if it's okay, they will book you for an interview. Usually the interviews are done online on Teams or on Zoom. Okay, now for this interview, I already have a video where I spoke about how to prepare for your MSc nursing. I'll put up the link somewhere to this video so you can watch that video because I was quite detailed. But if you want me to do another video, just say that in the comment section and I would gladly make an up-to-date video on how to prepare for a student nursing interview. Okay, it's quite easy. It's nothing that you should stress yourself over, but you need to be very prepared because this course is highly competitive and there are few chances on the course. So for you to get a spot, you need to stand out. After your interview and you've been successfully given an offer, you need to make your deposits. Pay your deposit to university. However you choose to do this, some people choose Form A, but make sure that money gets to the university. Each university will tell you how you can pay from abroad. So follow their instructions, work with them closely, their international team, and they will let you know how to make your deposit payment. Once your deposit payment has been made and you've submitted everything they need, you've met all their requirements, they will issue you a certificate of sponsorship. Usually it's called a CAS. Now, this is what you use to put in your visa application. Okay. So this is what it takes to get on the MSc nursing program. I hope I cleared your doubts. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any more questions for me, please leave it in the comment section. I do not intend for this video to be long, guys. I just wanted to share, okay? And if at this point you have not subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for, but it's not nice for you to watch videos or just go over videos, flip over, and you don't engage, you don't subscribe. Come on now. Not after all this stress, okay? So guys, please click the subscribe button. Please like and please share. Okay, please share this video. You don't know who you might be helping. It might not be helpful to you at the moment, but there might be just someone who needs this information. Please help me share the video, okay? And don't forget to like, and please like. It just takes a click, just one click to like, and also comment. I'll be looking forward to your comments and your questions. And until we meet again, guys, bye for now. I love you guys. Bye bye.